Hello guys, manufacturing process. In this course, I would like to discuss about rapid prototyping or 3D printing. So it is the one of the advanced technology where now everybody using. So obviously in the abroad, in other universities and all, they are updated magazine level. In India, it has been started and it is growing on some major IITs, NITs and some of the leading universities. In IARE also, we have some 3D printing machine. They're developing a lot of prototype parts. Okay. So now let us discuss about what is the basic introduction about the rapid prototyping, or you can also call the 3D printing, and how it can able to generate a product, and how we can able to different type of procedure in a rapid prototyping, and what are the different applications, especially either in medical or structural or commodity items also, where we are using this rapid prototyping. Okay, good. Now let us see how we'll discuss about the rapid prototyping in detail. So let us see 3D printing. So what is meant by 3D printing? I hope for all the students, do you know that so there will be a dot matrix printer. So as you know that, do you know the dot matrix printer, inkjet printer, and laser printer. Okay, so traditionally all these type of printer, whatever they give the typing information, you can keep it in these three type of printers. You can able to print the information in the white paper. Okay, now this is 3D printing in the sense, even if you have a product, when you wanted to have this product, you can design in the any SolidWorks, etc., and you can put it and you can print it. The same type of pen can be produced in that printing machine. That is called 3D. 2D in the sense only length, breadth, a white paper. 3D means we can say that this is three-dimensional cube. So in this cube, when you wanted to produce, where you can use the 3D printing machine or rapid prototyping machine. Okay, so that is why when you wanted to create real parts from the solid models, obviously you can use 3D printing. So that is the very important advanced technology. Now all other universities and industries are doing this real world parts, which is essentially needed for the our generation people. Okay, now let us see 3D printing introduction. What is 3D printing, or what is rapid prototyping? We can, another word we can call it as a rapid prototyping, or we can also call the 3D printing. So only the terminology changes, but both are the same terms only. But let us see what is a prototype and how a rapid prototype can explains. Let us see in this rapid prototyping, a prototype is a draft version or an approximation of a final product. Yes or no? So let us see in the rapid prototyping, before going to explain the rapid prototyping, what is prototype? Any small component, for example, when you wanted to build a house, 5-floor building, or a very construction of a very mission, or construction of a ship, all it is a very big, so that it is very difficult to analysis to made and to do that product. It is a costly process, material and doing that thing, it is a very costly. Even by analysis purpose also we need some prototype. So instead of working on a high costed materials, high costed machines and all, we will build a one prototype model. There you can test all the parameters. If it is okay, it will be tested okay. Then they will go for the start for the construction and doing the manufacturing. So that is why this prototype nowadays, all the people testing, even hybrid vehicles now, electric vehicles also will comes under the, that will be success after doing all these prototype cars and also. So after that only they can do all type of testings, like analysis, weight and steering and quality, power, all the things they can test it. Then only it will be fitted and to be entered into the society. Okay, so that is why a prototype is a draft version or an approximation of the final product or real product. Even there is a one camera also is there. If you, the camera cost used to be 1 lakh rupee, when you wanted to analyze means it is very difficult. By taking 1 lakh camera, if you do some many mistakes, it may damage. So instead of that, you can made it that camera in a one model, solid model, by using SolidWorks or AutoCAD, etc. And there you can apply. If you apply the pressure, what will happen? If you apply some impact strength, what will happen? If you do some weather condition, hot head condition, what will happen? All these things should be done with the prototype things only. So that is why prototypes are developed for several reasons. So even traditionally, when you wanted to generate an engine, when you wanted to create any new model, when you wanted to, even Wright brothers also invented aircraft. Initially, they have made so many prototypes. Then only the real product and real thing can be existent. Okay, and that is why prototypes are developed for several reasons. After testing all the parameters, then only they will be introduced and entered into the market. So the first and foremost thing is to identify the possible problems. Then to confirm the suitability of a design prior to starting the mass production. So this is a important point, to confirm the suitability of a design prior to starting the mass production. So that is why, for example, once upon a time HMT watches is there everywhere. Now why that HMT production has been stopped? Huh? So because of in the mobile phone itself, the time everything is there. So they don't want to only occasionally purpose marriage, like that only they can purchase the watches and also. That is why that companies has been now shut down due to loss in the productivity and usage and also. That is why you are thinking about the prototypes which are developed for another thing. It is a scale model to conduct the test and verify the performance. This is very important. Anything you should test the performance, either good or bad. You have to test in a multiple direction. After all the testing only, then you can able to enter into the market. Even for visualization purpose also, you should do some rapid prototyping. Some robo, when you speaking about robot also nowadays, so initially they put in a some prototype models only, real human being. So but there some of the drawbacks also will be there, that can be eliminated by doing all these prototype things also. And some prototypes are used in market research and promotional tools also. This is what market tools and promotional tools. So especially even some industrial structure, some educational field also, even laboratories, they can need some prototype models. So by seeing suppose dams, it is reality to put dam means how you can able to construct a dam in a college. It is impossible. There you need to have some prototypes, or you should construct a building. So it is not possible to present in the labs. So like that, that is why some prototype models, prototype charts and prototype testing missions also will be performed in the academic institution, so that the student can able to understand what is the real life testing for with the help of the laboratory. Then based on that knowledge they can implement into the our real world. Okay, most importantly, it is very cheaper to manufacture, test and make changes to prototype, then it is the final product. Yes or no? The most importantly, it is very cheaper to manufacture, test, and make changes to prototype than it's a final product. Why? Because that is what, even when you wanted to design a, or when you wanted to fabricate a helicopter, it is a costly. So there you need to have some prototype thing, then you can apply all the manufacturing tests and any changes in a prototype mission. Then if all will be up to the mark, then it will be started to production in our industries. Okay, so that is why this is called the prototype. Coming to the 3D printing development or development of a rapid prototype. Why it has been developed? So because a prototype means always it is not a real one. For testing purpose, they will do some prototypes and all. So there are different type of phases also will be there. The first and foremost phase is the manual or hand prototyping. So development of why it has been developed rapid prototyping in the age-old practice for many centuries. Okay, it can be used the manual prototyping or hard prototyping. Prototyping as a skilled craft is traditionally or manual based on the material of prototype. So here it is a skilled what even the prototype in olden days, even exhibition for the school children or college people and all, they will conduct this some industry exhibition and school exhibition. They will create a lot of creativity of the prototype models. So the based on that models only some reality can be existing. So that is why the material also very important. If you use the some low cost low usage material for doing all those things, some foam and polythene. So these also can be used to develop some prototyping of equipments. And second phase where it is a soft prototyping or virtual prototyping. That is what every day we are using due to pandemic situation, COVID-19. All the people are in the home arrested. So in that case, there no other way. They should not possible to come to the college and to verify all the laboratories and all. In that time, the virtual has been introduced. That is called soft prototype, and all the creativity and analysis and in this whatever the practically will be shown, the same thing in virtual can be applicable. So this can be introduced in the mid of 1970s or itself also, so that it will increasing the complexity, and it can be stressed, simulated and tested with an exact mechanical and other properties. So this is what about the basic difference between a manual prototyping, soft prototyping. Manual means hard prototyping, soft means virtual in computer, whatever the working is. Even you can see there will be a bicycle is there. If you see the animations and whatever the thing, when you wanted to drive a bicycle, you should practice it in your own. Whatever the videos, whatever the prototypes you can see, you can't have that driving skill. So that is why even how many prototypes also is going to be exist. The real thing also will going to be manufactured, and you can test, then only they can improve better in further future applications also. So this is what about the first phase and second phase. And also third phase where you can mid 1980s. So mid 1980s, the rapid prototyping, we can call it as a 3D printing. So why we will call it as a 3D printing? 3 times complex as a soft prototyping. Yes or no? So first thing is in mid 1980s, and hard prototype made in a very short turnaround time. So which relies on the CAD modeling process, computer aided design modeling. If when you design a CAD model, and how that CAD model can able to get in a 2D means in white paper can able to take a print either black and white or color. But when you want a solid particle, solid either elephant, either horse, whatever the toy also, we need some three-dimensional figure. We should do it in a CAD model. Then this can be applicable to connect in the printer. That solid model only can able to get with the stipulated time. So that's why it is called the 3D printing, and we can also call the 3 times complex as the soft prototyping. And the prototype can be used for limited testing. So this is also very limited test only we can use the prototype. Otherwise, investing lot money on prototype also it is not preferable. And prototype can consist in the manufacturing of the products only. Majority, some even if you take the Hyundai car, Audi car, and Benz car, all they are assembled. They can give the products in some ISO standard companies. One company they will prepare the bumper, one company they will prepare the cabin, one they will prepare the suspension system. All will come into it, and they will assemble and do the spot welding with the help of the robots and all. And based on the trade name, we can use Benz car and Hyundai car and Audi car. That will be enter into the market. Initially, they will do in a prototype, then final product can be existed based on the quality and ISO inspections. So let us see the historical development of when it has been started rapid prototyping, with what technology to be used in the during 1717 onwards till now. Let us recap of with this 3D printing and rapid prototyping. First, in 1770, mechanization hand in the mechanization. So all mechanical uses of things at the time. Whatever thing you can have, you seen the printing press. So printing press also manually rotate the machine. After that, they can use some motor for rotating the wheel. Then only the pressing machine, whatever the letters will be print in the paper, and by using the color, we can able to get in the 2D printing. And the first computer has been existing in 1946, before independence. 47 independence, 46 the first computer technology has been arrived. And 1952, NC machine tool, numerically control that punch chips will be there. So there are binary code to be used, 0101. The machine language, machine learning can be done in the numerical control machine tools. In 1960, the first commercial laser can be introduced. So that is why even 60 also laser computer not yet came at the time. Dot matrix jet printers only has been introduced. That is not used for more production rate. Okay. Again in 1961, first commercial robot, the prototype model had been introduced, and they can made some commercial robot for the showroom purpose. And 63, first interactive graphic system. So that is what CAD, computer aided design. So manual drawing is different from the CAD drawing. So manual means we are human beings who will did mistakes. So whatever the skill you can use, some mistakes can be easily analyzed. That is why with the help of the computer, first interactive graphic system uses existing with the CAD design, computer aided design. And in 1988, first commercial rapid prototyping system, that is called 3D printing, has been introduced during 1988. So at the time when I was doing BTech, at the time itself they can use the rapid prototyping. Now we can see all the in another couple of years, and after 5 years you can see a child will cry, means immediately you can print a toy. So like that. Another couple of years going to be introduced all these 3D printing techniques. Every home there will be one 3D printer going to be established in the nearby future. Okay, so this is what about the historical development of rapid prototyping related to technology, starting with mechanization, computer, NC, laser, robot, CAD design, and rapid prototyping system. And let us see how the rapid prototyping explain and what is the diagrammatic representation of rapid prototyping. Look at the in this diagram. So what about the difference between these two diagrams? You can see the rapid prototyping is a broad term. Rapid prototyping is a broad term that comprises of Many different technologies used quickly to fabricate a physical model directly from the computer data. So by giving the input computer data, the final output, so not in a 2D form, three-dimensional form can able to get. So this is called the rapid prototyping. And the first rapid prototyping method we can call the stereolithography. Stereolithography, SLT technique. Okay, was developed in the late 1980s itself, but more sophisticated techniques are available nowadays. You can see the all advanced technologies, sophisticated techniques has been introduced in the whatever the shape and size, the simple shapes, it is available all over the cities, major cities, but some complex shapes, they need some CAD design model, then I can put into the stereolithography, then STL form, then I can use the printer with the composite materials used to like a wires, thin wire shapes. The final product can be introduced. So that is what about the rapid prototyping. Okay. Now let us see why it is called rapid prototyping. What is the most common types of rapid prototyping systems has been introduced in these industries. Okay, let us see. The term rapid is a relative. The term rapid is a relative. Some prototypes may take hours or even days to build. Yes or no? So that rapid prototyping systems are additive manufacturing process, that is additive by adding one more material, the additive manufacturing or rapid prototyping or 3D printing all will comes under the same terminology only, but depending upon the technology and advanced usage only, the terminology can be changes. Initially rapid prototyping, then 3D printing, now it is additive manufacturing, like that can be introduced. The basic principle involved in 3D part is majorly building and stacking multiple 2D layers together. So one layer over one layer. So that only the 3D shape may be obtained, and what are the shape can be drawn in the CAD drawing, that final 3D part can be introduced in the 3D printing machines. Okay, so let us see some of the most common types of rapid prototyping systems are SLA and SLS, LOM and FDM. These are the four important basic systems where you can use the rapid prototyping or 3D printing machine. So first one is SLA, stereolithography. SLS, selective laser sintering. SLS means selective laser sintering, also one of the common type of rapid prototyping system. And third one is LOM. LOM means laminate object manufacturing. One over the one plate, that is lamination. It has been introduced during 1980s, 90s itself, lamination. But now laminate object manufacturing. How do you laminate the object manufacturing? And FDM, fusion deposition modeling. Now most widely used technique called FDM process, where the 3D printing or drastically using. Okay, so once again the different technologies also can use different materials to produce the parts, either commodity parts or medical parts or any type of parts also can be made by this rapid prototyping technique or 3D printing technique. Okay, so now let us see one by one how the rapid prototyping can do the principle. So it is some of the basic operation principle of rapid prototyping is first they will perform 3D modeling. Yes or no? I hope all the engineering students in the first year level they can do the engineering graphics or engineering drawing. So starting with the projection of points, projection of lines, projection of planes, projection of solid. So this solid is a combination of planes. Plane is a combination of lines. Line is a combination of points. So like that here now 3D modeling, 3D CAD modeling is the computer-aided design modeling. A product can be designed in a 3D CAD software or some SolidWorks software. So once the design has been prepared in a CAD, okay, then it will convert into format to STL. So format into STL format, that is called uh, STL format. Okay, so in this STL format, again check STL file and fix it necessary. Okay, so first the 3D modeling is converted into STL model with the help of the computer. Then check STL file can fix it necessary or any missing file is there. And once it is okay, then it will goes to the slice model into layers. Okay, so layer by layer, layer by layer, how we can able to perform that will be principle of slice model into layers. And produce physical part. How do you produce the physical part? And removing support structures and post processing. So before going to get a final product, we should do the post processing. So that is why even a simple shaped component also will take minimum 3 to 4 hours for doing a one 3D model. Okay, for designing also it will take lot of time. Once you have to design, it is very easy. But manufacturing also it will take 2 to 3 hours because of the capacity of the machine. Nowadays, advanced and fast speed machines has been also introduced in Bangalore and Mumbai, etc. But depending upon our application, that material, most probably composite materials, are widely used to generate these type of components. Okay, so that is why the basic flow chart related to rapid prototyping is 3D modeling and convert format to STL, then check STL file and fix it necessary, then slice model into a layer, and then produce a physical part. So then remove any extra structures, support structures, and post processing and final product. This is a general process involved in the 3D printing. So now let us see what are the another basic operating principle of rapid prototyping. So this is very interesting. So in a rapid prototyping or 3D printing, first thing is building the computer model. So that is why nowadays either mechanical or civil engineering students, they are very strong at engineering graphics or engineering drawing in the first year level itself. Even second year also they will study the machine drawing. For civil engineering, they will study the structural drawing or building drawing. Okay, so based on that basic principle, by using of manual drawing, manual drafter procedure, then it will be converted into CAD, computer aided design, either AutoCAD or SolidWorks. Okay, for drawing all these components, 3D models. This 3D models built by CAD and CAM softwares or systems. Okay, so once the model is created, then there will be how do you prepare that solid model in the rapid prototyping machine. Okay, so first foremost point principle is building the computer model, either CAD or CAM system, and converting this model into STL format. STL in the sense stereolithography file. We will call it as a stereolithography file. So which is a standard format to describe CAD, AutoCAD, that is a computer aided design geometry used in the rapid prototyping system. This is very interesting. So everybody knows that nowadays in all the computer system they will do their most of thing in MS Word, MS Excel, PPT, etc. For designing also, they will, with the help of the SolidWorks and AutoCAD, they will do some small circle, small rectangle, small cylinder, and a small structural shape also can able to design in the AutoCAD. Once you have to design in 3D, directly convert that computer file into STL format. STL means stereolithography file format. Stereolithography file format. This is the only standard format to describe the CAD geometry used in rapid prototyping system. Okay, and STL file approximates the surface of the model by polygons. So this STL file, what is the purpose of this STL? Which analyzes or approximates the surface of the model by polygons. A polygon in the sense, if the four sides are there, cube, cylinder, prism, hexagonal prism, and cone. So these are some of the polygons. This can be created in 3D modeling in our CAD system. Once you have to create it, that computer file format will submit, will transfer into, will convert into STL file format. That stereolithography file, which is a standard format to describe the CAD geometry into the RP system, rapid prototyping system. Now, after that, you should fabricate the model. When you wanted to fabricate the model, we should have some layer by layer technique, building the model by layer. So if you have a paper means a thin sheet, but 3D model means you can able to one layer by one layer, one layer by layer, and that 3D model can be done. So forming a 3D model by solidification of liquid or powder form. It should be a liquid or powder form. And removing support structure and cleaning. Once it is been completed, we should removing the support structure and cleaning. So that is after building, drain out extra material. We should remove the extra material and cut out the prototype. So then you can cut out the prototype, cut out the unnecessary support material. You remove all the unnecessary extra material, and then you can go for the post processing before pre processing. Then post processing can be done, so which include the surface finishing and other applications. Post processing is nothing but which includes the surface finishing and other applications. And coming to the application of rapid prototyping or 3D printing, so most widely used the benefits and design benefits of the rapid prototyping and applications, especially real world physical problems. Even that in IIT Madras, for constructing a houses also they are using 3D printing. Construction of houses, they are using 3D printing. Even in industries also manufacturing machines using 3D printing. Okay, so like that the designers can have able to perform the design building a real physical model in the minimum time using rapid prototyping. And some of the advantages of the rapid prototyping is there, majorly reduce lead time to produce the prototypes. So whenever lead time, the term lead time can be defined as is the time between giving the order to the getting that product. Okay, so always everybody need within short duration of time we should able to express it. And also improved ability to visualize the part geometry. So improved ability to visualize the part geometry. So this is what how the application of 3D design and models. And whereas in the increased capability to compute the mass properties, increased capability to compute the mass properties such as density, temperature, width, length, the properties also can be improved in the design applications. So this is what about the application of rapid prototyping. So most probably some of our live applications, you can see the industrial construction application, medical application, that is making some what you call sanitizer mission, testing the core. These missions also comes under the rapid prototyping or 3D printing missions. Even some testing missions in the COVID pandemic, they can prepare using this rapid prototyping process only. So this is the basic idea related to 3D printing. starting with 1772 to 1988. Okay, and this is what about the 3D printing or to create a real part from the solid models. So a student can expert in solid model creating in 3D printing, that is in CAD model. So once they're exported, then you can take a printout. That solid model printout only can going to exist. So that is why nowadays it is advanced technology, 3D printing or additive manufacturing. Even NITs, NIT Trichy and NIT Varangal also, they have a lot of advanced 3D machines are available. If you wanted to visit that industry, you can able to visit with the some your relatives and uh, some recommendations in that industry, so that you can able to see how the real parts can be produced with the solid models. So simply in traditionally only they will draw the design and development. That's all. They don't see the what is happening in that industry, what wanted to produce. Now the creative thinking can be developed in each student and faculty. That is why you should update your knowledge effectively. So this is what about the rapid prototyping, and this is the development of rapid prototyping and how the rapid prototyping can be done with the some what you call even some washing machines and coolers. So these also can be made nowadays using the this methods. Okay, and this is what about the overall outline of the rapid prototyping. Outline of the rapid prototyping. Still in detail, you are going to study the important techniques, like the common type of rapid prototyping systems. There is SLA, SLS, LOM, FOM. FDM, fusion deposit method, and FDM means fusion deposit modeling, and LOM laminate objective manufacturing, and SLS means selective laser sintering, and basic SLA is stereolithography, or mostly advanced rapid prototyping system where you can perform better in this rapid prototyping. So this is in the manufacturing process we have changed the topic, this rapid prototyping 3D printing as per the technology has been grown. Nowadays the students also should able to understand clearly, and what are the working principle in 3D printing, and how do you perform better by doing some practical applications and practical usage. Okay, so this is what about the my small lecture on the 3D printing or rapid prototyping. Okay, good luck.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.